My goal for you is to be as functionally independent as possible with what you love to do in life. How about all of art? It starts with empathy. You have to, at least for a moment, just be able to understand what they're going through.
I am a passionate tennis player. I was playing in a social, and as I served the ball, I ended up with a tingling sensation on my index finger. So I had the MRI done, and it was determined I had a ganglion cyst that required removal by surgery. And he said, there is a possibility that you may not have use of your hand to play tennis again. But I said, oh no, I'm determined. I'll do whatever I have to do to get the feeling back in my hand so I can brush my teeth, comb my hair, wash my hair, to get myself back on the tennis court.
Occupational therapists in general are essentially creative problem solvers. It's helping somebody not only return to something they love, but be able to do that themselves. I don't just care about your range of motion today, your strength. I care about how you're going to use your hand for the rest of your life.
We look at the whole person. We look at the physical, we look at the emotional, we look at the environmental. We have to really take in everything about that person and what's important to them, and then problem solve, how are we going to take care of that issue? It can start in the neonatal intensive care unit and go all the way up through the entire lifespan. Occupational therapists are especially trained to solve problems to help people's lives be better. We have a stronger skill set in that than any other profession.
I'd like to go back to doing my photography. I need to be able to lift the camera to my eyes. It's very important for me to be independent, and I think the occupational therapy has made a great, great difference.
My daughter is profoundly deaf, so she has cochlear implants, which help with the hearing, and she also has an autism diagnosis, so she has multiple sensory issues.
For a child, any child, one of their occupations is play. That's just naturally what they do. Good, Ori. Play is something that you can't always teach, so we incorporated play into function.
I like how you're drinking your juice, Julie.
Taking turns, which is a huge play skill in peer interaction. Figuring out how both sides of my body work together and how that is all integrated into our brain neurologically.
The sensory integration is just what my daughter needs to facilitate all her motor skills, her balance, her vestibular system, and it just made a dramatic difference.
The results are a child finding themselves, not catering to what is inhibiting them, but to what is strengthening them.
You ready? 1, 2, pull up. I see Scott engaged more. I see him lift his head up. I see him attend to things. Give me one more hit with the soccer ball. Thank you. That's awesome. All right, let's try something else. Do you remember this? For me, OT is the ultimate problem-solving profession because every day I have a chance to engage with somebody like Scott, and I'm gonna figure out how to break through. I can use things that are really familiar to him. He's a race car driver, so I can use his steering wheel. If it's something that he knows about, he's gonna be like, oh yeah, that's mine. I know what that is.
Every idea that she's had, I've never even thought of.
Just like we were practicing over on the mat, we were practicing on keeping your head up, we were practicing on sitting up on your own. You got it? Nice.
He didn't move, he wouldn't do anything, and we've only been here 3 weeks, and I would have never thought we would have made it this far. He's going right, he's doing good.
You got it.
COPD, the major symptom besides not being able to breathe is fatigue. Every step you take, your lungs are working harder. So I knew that it was just a very short matter of time that I'd be in an assisted living facility. And I couldn't bear that. I have have a cozy little apartment. I've made it a home, and I want to stay here.
In order to, maintain her independence and be able to live where she wants to live, we spent a lot of time talking about what do you value and how do you see your life changing.
Oh, this looks so comfortable.
We can adjust the height.
Okay.
And I did put some non-slip rubber grips on the bottom. As an occupational therapist doing home modifications in the community, I feel it's very important to develop that rapport with people and develop that trust so that together we can come up with those solutions and make a difference.
What Carly has done, using the tools of occupational therapy to ensure that I don't get exhausted, has improved my quality of life. And when that happens, you're a happier person.
Dennis was getting ready to move out of a nursing home and was bored in his room, and he would color lots of pages in his coloring books and just wanted to be able to go out and do things on his own. So we worked a lot on social skills in a natural setting, ordering what he wants, managing the money,
$4.
and not having people do so much for him.
I'm learning about money a little bit, how to count the money and everything.
I think it's really great seeing them interact with people in the community and not focusing on mental illness, but focusing on enjoying myself around other people that are doing something similar to me. And it feels really good that OT has that ability to help people really realize that potential for themselves.
My future, maybe living a long life if I could, and down the line, maybe getting the community and paying bills and getting my apartment and setting goals and stuff like that. Everybody's doing wash today.
I was in Atlanta and I had got drunk and I was laying on the sidewalk and somebody took a picture of me, and that was the first time I really looked at myself and said I needed help. Because when I looked at the picture, I could take me out the picture and see the chalk line. I came in and gave me a chance to get myself together, have a foundation and a program that I never tried before in my life. Re-educating me and helping me learn to function was the best thing about OT for me. When I get to put a room together knowing that a new resident coming in, I know I'm getting them the same opportunity was given to me when I came here. My hopes and dreams is to be happy, that I'm part of society, that I'm contributing.
I have chronic illness, put me in a deep depression. So that brought me to a whole new understanding of life.
You ever make cookies before, or you started doing it when you came here?
I started making them when I came here.
Yeah. What makes OT a little bit different? What's something that you like?
Give us the opportunity to say how we feel, what we feel, to go out, go to meetings, cook in the kitchen. I love saying that, cook in the kitchen.
What's always been the most important is seeing them progress and know the things that we've done here are helping them get their lives back.
I'm proud that I could say this is home.
The evidence is really strong now from the scientists in neuroplasticity that using real-life situations will give better changes on a neurological level. You'll see more improvement when we use occupation in our treatment.
With different therapy, it's helping retrain my brain to send the correct signals. If I do it enough, my brain should kick in and I should be able to do it on my own.
Lisa's arm is supported in a mobile arm support. We have some functional electrical stimulation, and then I'm triggering the stim. So it triggers when she grasps. And then as soon as she makes her way across her body and over here into the bag, I let go of the trigger and Lisa focuses on opening and extending her fingers. Nice. There, very good. Ooh. Next one. I'm trying to tap into everything Lisa enjoys doing. This is something that's important to Lisa. She enjoys makeup.
I came here to get more intense therapy. And using my hand, I know it's not going to be perfect, but little by little.
I joined the Marine Corps with the MOS of infantry. Actually on the front lines, doing patrols, doing that. That's what I did. We were on our last patrol in Afghanistan, and day one of that patrol is when I stepped on the ID. It blew up. The charge was right underneath my left and right leg, how they were spread open, so it split me in half. And it was 28 minutes from blast to me getting put on the medevac and put into a medical coma, which is really quick considering how far out we were from the medevac site. So when I got to Walter Reed for a week or two or more, I was doing 3 surgeries a week. And the OTs would come into my room and we'd do ADLs, stuff that I was gonna use all the time. I was very eager to learn it. OT got me to the point where I could be independent, drive myself, be in my own wheelchair, get up and down hills and use prosthetic legs. It was full speed ahead. The quicker you could start getting all this stuff and you become more independent, you just feel like yourself again.
Not only was the OT helping him regaining his independence, that also helps me find my balance of being a wife and a mom. So as they're helping him, it's also helping our entire family.
Pretty amazing stuff that the OTs can do.
Patrick and I went for a walk on a beautiful spring day.
Had very little to worry about, and we had our whole life in front of us.
And now we are both lying in ICU beds. And could it be true that we're both amputees? To our occupational therapists, you walked in our rooms and gave us our first shower after 5 weeks of bed baths. You instantly made us fall in love with you and your profession. Over the course of these last 3 years, you have equipped us with a myriad of skills and tools that help us reclaim our lives. Thank you for dedicating much of your lives to this unique profession of occupational therapy, where science, creativity, and compassion collide.